I thought about it. The guy yesterday, I don't know if he's fake or real. You know, can't tell because, like I said, all he did was repeat things I said. Oh yeah, I was airborne. Oh, I was at Fort Benning, and it's like you were just at Fort Benning. Yeah, it is obviously, but he didn't say. Then he, what they're getting at now, they're going backwards again. They're going to again. Now, like I said, they keep just recycling the same old shit. Now it's back to he asked. He's the only one that had asked. Oh, did you get deployed? I told the bum I got out in the year 2000. And I asked him. That's immediately when I asked. That's what we always. Oh, so because he's young, he looks young, or at least my age, a little younger. He looked younger. When did you get out? It's the first thing I said. Oh, so when you get out, man? He says 2008. That's another suspect thing. Because remember, I said he. That's when I got my percentage, and then he started talking about percentage. So yeah, they're doing the gang stalking shit. So he was a liar. He talked about he got out the army. He got it. See, that's what. But he's so stupid. They're all stupid. They're going back to PTSD. I never said a word about fucking. Not one video have I said anything about fucking PTSD. I said everything has to do with you dummies over here in the States following me around. Don't try to play it off like I said. I didn't say anything about it. Go through every single video. There's nothing on my paperwork that says fucking PTSD. So you little stupid bitch ass nigga, quit goddamn going through my whatever you doing. Quit lying on me. I ain't never say shit about fucking. I never told nobody. Oh, I got PTSD. That's why you lying little nasty ass niggas ain't got no fucking money, no fucking house. You deserve to be a homeless fucking bum for the rest of your life until your nasty ass die one day and go to hell. Never once did I say I said nope. I went and told them. These motherfuckers, somebody's following me around, and no, nobody's following you, Mr. Taylor. Even if this and that. Little nasty ass pieces of shit. So anyway, yeah, like I said, even the doctors, they really are. Even back then, I suspected the doctors were part of it. So hey, don't get mad at me if your own agents gave me all this money. Because I know for a fact, because they were saying things sometimes when I would go, like, hey, I'm telling you, doc, there's people following me. This and that, da da da. They would say things literally what I was thinking on my way up there. That's impossible. So don't get fucking mad at me, you nasty ass bum. Your Democrat people, the ones you love so much, your masters, the one that gave me my money. All right, so anyway, another thing I had been meaning to say. So, like I said, I called, one of my Democrat friends, I guess, whatever, grew up with. And like I said, weeks ago, and he told me he's doing business. No. Matter of fact, when I went back. I did a short video there. In Birmingham, but then but that was the one I did was kind of outskirts. I was really finna get on the highway, and I forgot that I had been forgetting because I was so excited, whatever. But anyway, so he tells me, they're doing the Clinton janitorial thing, right? Now that's to nobody else, that's no big deal. But my point, I brought that up years ago. And yeah, I really did want him to go in with me. This is after I got the army. He had a good, just still does, the not the Mercedes plant, but a supplier. They make the body panels, but not the sheet metal. When I was there, I'm, the sheet metal of it, but it's for the M class Mercedes. He been there probably going on 30 years now. But anyway, but I wasn't trying to get his money. I'm like, this is a good idea, man. We all, yeah, he was at that time. I ain't telling business like Democrats do, but it's just for the story. He was telling me how he hated it, but he was already brainwashed because I couldn't understand because most of it he was talking about white folks, racism. I understand he really, Birmingham and da da da. It's like they don't know. It's not that we face racism. That's what I'm saying. All through high school, we ain't see no white folks for real, except for when we went to the areas and they didn't bother us. So anyway, but now that he's grown and working with him, it's racism. He didn't say racism. That back then he didn't use the word racism. He just them white folks. Yeah, I'm trying to talk to him. Man, don't do nothing. You gonna get fired. Da da da. This and that. You got a good job, and I couldn't understand. I'm like, because I had got a job there, and they sabotaged me for real. Maybe hurt myself. I'm dead serious. I don't lie or whine. But at this point, I don't even know that they're doing this to me. So I'm really trying to help them. Like, no, man, don't do nothing. Don't do nothing to them white people. I don't know what they doing to you. But when I was there, but that's the problem. When I was there, like I said, just like yesterday, any day, I'm happy flying through the shit, and I just got there. I'm learning, so they're mad. That's why they sabotaged me. And, we was on different shifts. I didn't mind being on the night. You're gonna start at night. All right. So anyway, long story short, they didn't want to go into houses and none of that. None of that. All right. So today I called back again because he had called, I guess, Thanksgiving, whatever. And, try to act like, oh, yeah, I talked to, yeah, okay. But, I wasn't, like I said, really, this is for example to prove how they brainwash your own people. It's fucked up. He's really deep into it because, all right, so today I was calling really to fuck with him because when he called me, he ain't really talk. It's just this generic call, the generic. I said, that's what I said. Yeah, we ain't even talk for real. So what's up with the business you had told me? And now that my money's going right and everything's going in the right direction, I really wanted to tell him, to make these niggas up here mad. Like I said, they all gonna get mad. They're agents. Cause I did when I went out because of the Audi guy, and I went out. They was out full force. But now the good thing I noticed, the little young niggas, they parking away from me, and they trying to sneak. I don't know. It's weird. It's something less because I'm usually not even looking. I'm looking at my phone trying to type something up. Maybe I was at AutoZone. Yeah, type up what part I need. I was on the outside. And something. I looked up for some reason. I see this guy sneaking in. He was all decked out in all blue, a sweatsuit. And then, again, he starts to pick up the pace and run inside when I looked up. So it just gives me a jiggle. I mean, not a jiggle, a giggle. These scary ass niggas, they supposed to, I don't know what they supposed to be. It's just retarded. All that shit played out anyway. Nobody do that no more, you know. So, this had nothing to do with nothing back in the day like that. This just, me and my, just old school fucking with these folks and just because I want to, old school. All right, so anyway, this is part of my proof. I guess, what do you call it, a hoarder? As you can see, it's falling apart. I never threw it away. I don't know why. So I went to the presentation, you see, 2004. I called because I did research. I was like, oh, they even got their own NASCAR team. This is not a gank, a joke. It wasn't big deal. I did tell everybody, but it was like to show they're legitimate. They're sponsoring a NASCAR driver. We don't care about that. I still don't, but I don't care about any sports. But, all right. And I went in, and they gave me the little spiel, and really it was small as $500. And they'll give you the contracts they find, and it's still going on. And that's what he doing now, but not with them. Of course, he got to find another company. It's yeah, he did all this. You know, it's not technically behind my back. I moved up here, but I'm just saying all this was my idea. And back then he didn't want to do it. Nobody wanted to do it. And even if I would have done it, by myself and not, nobody would have wanted to help me. Cause that's what I say. We can y'all can help. They didn't want to work for me. And I didn't want to be the boss. I'm like, we can do this, but this is my idea, and I'm gonna pay for it. So why wouldn't you just do, part time on Saturday or something, to help me out? But or even go in with me and we can invest it. But anyway, so nobody knew I had it. I never really, I just saved it. I didn't think it did. You see how long I had it, since 2004. And yeah, I carried around when I moved, my papers. I think I keep it with my military papers. I do. It's some other stuff, correspondence, real estate, all this. That's what I'm saying. And so I called a day and asked about it. And then so I tell them, yeah, I'm finna start back my old real estate goal I used to tell you about. Then we start talking, and I get into like, well, I had a little bit of success with the Section 8, if you remember, because he was one of the first ones I showed my house when it was empty. I had just bought it for like a couple of days, and obviously I went and go get them. But like I said, I didn't know they were part of this program where they're being brainwashed to be jealous of everything. So you can't lie and say, oh, I don't remember the house, because he was one of the first ones. It was brand new, refurbished or whatever you want to call it. So the thing is, they don't want you. This weird Democrat shit, it's a cult. I'm telling you, because he acts like, not, even when I said that, he goes, oh yeah, I had some success with Section 8. I'm like, what? You never told me that. And then he's like, well, I don't do it no more because, the girls. Well, actually, he said it was the girl's idea that she wanted to get off Section 8. I said, oh, okay, whatever, that's cool. But, actually, I'm joking with him. I'm like, okay, yeah. It's like, but it's no, that's what we're talking about. But see, that's what I'm saying. See how Democrats, they try to steal our ideas and act like it's them who want people off Section 8. Remember, they Republicans, they gonna stop food stamps and welfare at Section 8. But now he's saying things like we say. But see, we say they should get off Section 8 not because of the money, is the taxpayer, none of that bullshit. It's for their own good. You'll feel better. And it will bring more taxes in because you're working. But it's really for yourself. It's like, trust us. You'll feel much better. But they just do it to act like that because they know they're losing. They know they're getting their ass beat politically. And they're trying to play. It's like, that's what we call it, a cult. It's crazy. It's like, do you really think I believe that you're not? Because he was the main one talking about they need a handout. They do need a hand, da da da. Like I said, he hung up on it. It was about 2-3 years ago. But I'm like, dude, all those, we could have did this decades ago. 2004. Really, I was talking about it before then. This is just when I finally, not the courage, because I knew people following me. But I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And I called, made an appointment, went up there, and the lowest is 5. And also, you can grow. Obviously, as you get more, you can put more money back in and get bigger and bigger contracts or whatever. Not bit more money, but as you go and show. And then also, if you get tired, you can sell your the places you're doing. You've been doing it for 3-4 years. You don't want to do it no more. You can sell it to a new franchisee, somebody else that wants it. Or you can sell pieces of it. Or you can stop messing with Janet King. They don't care. They told you that. They said, we got plenty of people that just, after we set them up, they came and started with us, and they go on and get their own kind. They real big. Commercial cleaning. And so that's how this is evil. They act like, I'm just telling you, how they do. And so now, because what I'm saying is, I think what I started with, I said, you know what, since the houses up here are so expensive, I still want to buy houses up here. but I might go back to Birmingham. I said I'll probably come back down there and buy some house. He said, oh yeah, yeah, that's what we do. You know, we buy stuff, didn't buy a house. Like that's what y'all do. But when I told y'all everybody to do it in 2004, nobody wanted to do it. But then he admitted, I think is the truth. He said, you know what I think? People are scared. Really, he need to say black people are scared. They don't want to try it. I knew that back then. I tried to talk to them. Don't be scared, man. If we fail, we tried. But I was like, this is probably not going to fail. I'm not trying to say, dream. But they knew it. They knew it. That's why they were so busy trying to sabotage me and kill me. You know? It is, like I said, I don't know why I say this and why I would carry it around with me from house to house, apartment to apartment, everywhere I move. Like I said, like my DD 214 and shit. But with we had that conversation about 2 months ago or whatever. He said he do the industrial. Oh, you know what? Another thing I'm gonna tell on, because I'm just saying this is like I said. I would try to unbrainwash them. He hires the Mexicans, and I was telling him about the job yesterday, and but whatever. So somehow we on $17 an hour, and he's like, yeah, I paid him $70 an hour, but then he fixed it himself and said they can go back home or whatever. That they got that from me from when I bust them out on this video right here on this porch about 6 months ago. Because I never said nothing to him about that back when because like I said, back then we really didn't see each other too much because I was too busy trying to find it. They wanted me to stay down, not keep a job. So I'm bouncing from job to job trying to find a permanent job since, they won't put me on help, and I'm like, I don't need nobody then. That's the case. But so I never talked to them about the Mexicans going back home. So he's saying it because of what I said on video a couple of months ago about how I know they're going back. So he's like, that's what I'm like, how y'all keep flipping? It's okay for y'all to do this, right? And like I said, you paying her, your girls to clean up $17, right? And I understand his logic. He's like, it's not a living wage because they're Mexicans. That's why he immediately said, I don't care if they go back home. So he was, but he was. Matter of fact, that day he hung up on, he was on that living wage. Oh, that, and we're all outside. I'm like, nigga, I've been told y'all, just talking. My first job was at McDonald's when I was 14. So why is a 28-year-old woman with 2 kids still working at McDonald's? Talking about she need a living wage, doing the job that a kid can do. She started there when she was 18, and now she got 2 kids. She's 28. She need to find something new. She need to go to school that night. But see, he wasn't talking about living wage. He said this made more sense because now he realized now I ain't gonna fall for the bullshit. And so now he's talking more my language. He said because you pay low wage, you're gonna get low wage work. I said now that I can buy. Now that you pay the living wage, first you can afford it because that's and that's another thing. You can afford it, your company, and that's what you want. You want quality workers. You can do that, but don't force people who can't. A small business who can't. They try the employees that if they don't want to stay for that little bit, that amount of money, they got to find something else. And his job would be just for them is part-time. Like he said, it's just part-time, so it ain't that much. But my point in telling on is not the tell bit or be like them and be nasty. It's because this is what I'm saying. They want to destroy the country and change it to where the losers will be in charge and give it away to Germans or whoever else wanted, the communists, out of spite. Can't do that, but we can't let y'all do that. And so like I said, they just gonna be mad and riding by and doing what they do. They're gonna get madder and madder. By this time next year, might be a whole rash of suicides around here. Whatever, that's suicide. YouTube they give them little warnings and shit. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. And you like, that's funny. Yeah, if you did it out of jealousy. If you want to do something, even cut yourself. You know how people cut themselves? Just, just little cuts. They whatever they call it, cutters. But you do it just because somebody else bought something that you couldn't do or did so, or even if you're in school, somebody else got a better grade than you, and you gonna injure yourself, do something to yourself. That's just stupid. And if you don't, everybody telling you to get help. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That Democrat shit, that's a war tactic. That's what y'all trying. It has nothing to do with helping people. Y'all trying to silence people. Y'all doing war tactics without declaring war. So y'all, yeah, bump. So don't see what I'm saying? Y'all declared war on us, but don't you not declare war. You're taking war actions, but you didn't declare war, and that's illegal. You're trying to do psychological warfare. Oh no, don't this and that. Don't do this. Don't say that. Oh no, they were, no. You're trying to train us psychologically to just go along with everything y'all say and do. And that's what I'm telling you. I keep showing y'all are stupid. I don't care if they gave you them fancy cars that you really should not. Not because I don't care. I mean, you couldn't afford it. You don't have the brains to afford it. Just because you think if you dress, act clean, and we all know how to dress. If you think you acting like a Democrat and doing what they say, that's on you. This fake Democrat shit. How they act like they're. They had them two fools come out at the same time. He just came out and he came out. So anyway, I guess I hit a nerve. I needed to see that. All right, so all this fake adult shit. We the adults, this and that. Do you did it? Do you had it? Like no, they only care because they trying to get you, they're trying to sabotage you. You know what I'm saying? And they just. They really don't. He got like 2 more seconds, buddy. You better pull off. They really try to sabotage, But anyway, well, I feel it, like I said, the guys, that fake, that, like there's that, like something that, I don't know. I'm trying to find a word. Like they're so, we're not mad or jealous, it's just annoying. It's phony. You ever had a fake phony person? Yeah, you know how they swear they hate, old rich white folks, but now they got their own little rules. And we that's what I'm saying. They want it to. They're the wannabes. The rest of us, we don't care. They so busy thinking we're like them. So when we get our money, I don't care. I'm not gonna do all these. Nobody wants to go break into white society. Rich whites, they do, but or they want their own black society of stupid people. But like I said when I was talking earlier, it's that seen thing. Seen by who? Who cares? I really don't understand this stupid shit about wanting to be this fake. And you notice it's all stupid people. It really is. There was one mayor, a small town mayor. He threw a party on public property. He's the first black mayor. I saw this the other day. But really what you should look up, what happened was they fired the white female cop. So look up, I don't know what you should look up. And the funny thing is, she's just doing her job. Like, hey, because they was out there hood ratting it up. They was on public property. He's the mayor. He got his whole people, all his family out there smoking weed, barbecuing, and somewhere that you shouldn't be. Nobody should be. But he's the mayor. He's like, shit, I'm the mayor now. And It's just a real story. And this dumbass nigga, and so he fired the cop for that. And it's probably a big ass lawsuit, but unfortunately for her, she might lose because she's in a Democrat-run city. And it's like you might as well just go move somewhere else and get another job away from Democrats or wait for the next election. And that shit just stupid. It ain't got nothing to do with black folks and white folks. This has to do with these slaves helping communists take over. And like I said, they probably don't even want no help. Ain't no problem in it. They really, so it's like, so what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when when everything's go back to the way it's supposed to be? No more, first black this just because you're black. You're just gonna have to really do the job. So what are they gonna do? How are they still gonna make money and they can't really perform like you're supposed to, up to standards? But anyway, let me go. Yes. Forget about it. That's all I had to say.